Hi, this is Brian Basic, and I'm the owner of Allied Roof Cleaning. Our goal during this time is really to come alongside churches to provide a disinfectant solution that will allow you to provide safety and encouragement for your members to come back to your church. We understand that disinfectants now are not easy to find. If you go to a grocery store, or if you have for the past couple months, you'd understand that the shelves are still bare. I went to the Home Depot website today and looked up disinfectants, and the vast majority of them were back ordered with no release date. And so we anticipate that that's probably going to continue. USA Today just had an article they published a couple of weeks ago that talked about the fact that this supply and demand issue is going to probably stick with us well through the summer and into the fall. And so maybe that's the reason that you're here today, is to just get a little bit more information around CleanseOzone and our products that we have to disinfect, which is fine, because I think you'll learn a lot here, and we can provide a very, very good solution for you and your church. The video will highlight several CleanseOzone products that are comprised of solutions that the CDC has determined to be effective around the COVID-19 virus. It will also talk about the equipment to use to apply these products as well. So the products, let's talk about those for a second. The first one is called Greenox. Greenox Ultra is a disinfectant that cleans and revitalizes virtually any surface in your home or business. It reacts quickly to kill germs and remove tough odors and stains. Greenox contains 5% hydrogen peroxide, is an ideal product to supplement the cleaning of Blue Ox, which we'll talk about in a minute, and it provides a great substitute for products like Lysol and Clorox wipes that are very difficult to find. And it comes in a quart, a gallon, and a 5-gallon container. The second option that we have is called Blue Ox. Blue Ox is similar to Greenox, but has a base that is 3% hydrogen peroxide. This is the product that we use to do large-scale disinfecting. It has all the benefits of hydrogen peroxide and no side effects. When it is applied, it will foam when it contacts organic material and will just evaporate when it's done disinfecting, leaving a clean smell, and it works in about 10 minutes. This product comes in a 5-gallon bucket, a 55-gallon drum, and a 275-gallon tote. So those are the two products that we have. So let's talk about equipment. Equipment is just like disinfectants. There's been a run on equipment to the point where it's very hard to find equipment to be able to apply disinfectants. In fact, the gold standard for equipment when it comes to this type of application is electrostatic sprayer. As soon as the pandemic hit in Europe, electrostatic sprayers just went and the inventory got sucked up, and it hasn't been seen since that point in time. And so there is a huge need for electrostatic sprayers. I went on eBay the other day to see if I could find any, and I found two. Now these sprayers normally go during regular time $1,000 to $1,500. There were two on eBay that were being bid, and it was not even the end of the bidding cycle, and it was up to $8,000 and $10,000 respectively on those two units. And so it is a crazy time that we are in, and so due to the fact that it is very expensive, plus you can't really find inventory in these things anyhow, we wanted to kind of take this video and talk a little bit about some other technology that you might be able to use to apply a disinfectant in an effective manner. Now, before we do that, I wanted to just mention a little bit about how to apply a disinfectant. You want to make sure when you apply a disinfectant, whether it's with a fogger or electrostatic sprayer, what you're trying to do is to use the least amount of chemical possible to cover your targeted area. You do not want to saturate either your porous surfaces or your non-porous surfaces. So just be aware of this as we kind of go through the equipment. The first piece of equipment that we're going to talk about is electrostatic sprayer. We just spoke about that. The cost of that typically for both a handheld device or a backpack sprayer is anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500. That's the cost or the price of that. The pros of it is, again, it's the gold standard. It puts out just the amount that you need. It's electrostatically charged, so the molecules actually grip the surface, and so you want to be able to use this whenever you can. The con is obviously you can't find them, and when you do find them, they're very expensive. So just be aware of that. The next one is a Ryobi backpack sprayer that's battery powered. Again, there might be other brands that are similar in nature. I bought the one that you're looking at for about $175. They're difficult to find. I just went back and they are out for the past couple of weeks. The pros are it puts out a nice mist, and it is portable, so you can do a large amount of area in a small amount of time because of the portability of that. The con is the molecules that it's dispensing are a bit larger than a fogger or electrostatic sprayer, so you have the possibility of oversaturating whatever you're spraying, so you got to be aware of that. The next one is a steel backpack sprayer or fogger that is gas powered. Again, the video that you're seeing right now, this unit cost about $675. You can't really find these anymore. I've seen them priced about $1,000. So it shows you how much they've increased in pricing over this period of time. The pros are it's basically a blower with liquid added to the blower. That's the fogging end of this. And so it does put out a nice mist that you can adjust. It is portable, so you can do large areas very quickly. This is a great machine to do picnic areas, playgrounds, restaurants, any outdoor areas. It's great to do that. The con is because it is a gas-powered piece of equipment, if you're trying to do this inside and it's not a large, well-ventilated room, you're going to have issues with respect to fumes, and so you want to be aware of that. The next one is a paint sprayer with a 3 to 11 tip. Paint sprayers can range in anywhere from $350 to $1,100. The way it disperses liquid is very, very good for being able to dispense disinfectants. The pros with the right tip and can put out a fine mist, and you can use it in both indoors and outdoors. The con is, as you can see from the video, it is electric, so it has to be plugged in, and so there is a portability issue. In the video, we have it in a cart that we can wheel around that makes it a bit easier, so that's something you may want to consider. It is a very good option for people that don't have many other options to do. The next one is a fogger, either electric or battery powered. Foggers are good as well. The cost of these range, depending on whether it's an electric or a portable one, from $300 to $1,500. The pros are that it puts out the right amount. It is hard to oversaturate with a fogger because of the small amount of material it actually dispenses. The con is if you fog a room, you may have to wait some time, up to 2 hours, for that fog to dissipate to where people can re-enter the room. So if you're trying to do a sanctuary or a worship center and you fog it, it may take some time before people can get back into that. So those are a number of different options equipment-wise that you can use. There are other options that you can certainly try as well, but those are the ones that we've tried. As far as personal protection equipment, you want to make sure, just like any other chemical, you read the the material safety data sheets associated with any chemical you use. It will spell out in those sheets what type of personal protective equipment you need. In the case of the two products that we have, goggles, gloves, and basically protective clothing is enough to keep you well protected during the course of application. Other hints that we want to just pass your way: if you're going to use any of our products on any type of porous surfaces, you want to test it out just like any product before you do a whole bunch. So in a sanctuary, if you're going to do 500 chairs, I would suggest you go ahead and do one up front just to make sure there's no interaction. Blue Ox is actually used on upholstery to clean and disinfect and deodorize, so there shouldn't be an issue with that, but just as a cautionary measure, you want to go ahead and test any areas before you do a wide breadth of what you're going to do. And that's pretty much it. And so what I'd like to just say is we are excited about the fact that you would come and watch our video today. These are certainly options. They're not all of them, but we would like to just kind of walk you through those. If you have any questions, please feel free to call us or reach out to us. Our goal, as I said at the beginning of this, is really to come alongside churches that give you a product that is an excellent product that you can use to disinfect your property, to allow those folks to come back as soon as possible and make them feel comfortable and safe in doing so. And so the next step in this process, after watching this video, is there's a form that's right underneath this video link that you can go ahead and fill out and order your supplies. You can add a credit card to that as well. And then there's a terms and condition that you'll need to go through as well. Once you approve and sign off on that and submit it, we'll go ahead and send out your order within the next couple of days. And so we look forward to a long-term relationship with you. I know this time is not easy. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, and we look forward to serving you soon. Thank you.